What's up, Precision Junkies? Kellen back here with Inside Out Precision, and today we're doing a gear review, but it is on a little different gear than what we might be used to. So we recently received our 2019 shipment of Mystery Ranch packs in, and while some of you guys out east whitetail hunting may not be interested in really high quality packs, for most of us out west here, it's kind of the lifeblood that can drive our hunt. An uncomfortable pack will leave you sore at the end of the day. You'll get hot spots when you do shoot something and you got to carry it out. If it doesn't have, if it's not well made, you're gonna have buckles busting on you, zippers breaking on you. So a really well made pack is really critical. So I'm gonna go over some of the features of the Mystery Ranch packs today. I've got 3 packs that I'm showcasing. The first one is the Mystery Ranch Sawtooth. So this particular pack is a good size. You're at like 2,300 cubic inches, I believe, in the bag itself. They all come with what's called the Guide Lite frame, which these are very lightweight packs. This is an all carbon fiber frame, super stiff, but still rigid or flexible enough to where when I'm, going over and under and through stuff, I don't have a rigid like aluminum frame that can cause hot spots. This will kind of move with my torso while still carrying weight really well. This is what I would call kind of a mid-range pack. It's big enough to where I could do, a 3 or 4 day bivvy hunt in it, but also small enough that if I'm just doing a day hunt, I can use all these compression straps, suck it down, and I don't have, a ton of material hanging off my back. One thing that I really like about the Mystery Ranch is their adjustability. So the harness system here, they come in 2 sizes. You've got a small medium belt and a large extra large belt, and then same in the harness. And to adjust this, it's really simple. So on the back here, I lift this up. I'm gonna take out this plate, then I'm gonna slide it down in between the harness and the pack. And there's Velcro there. You'll hear it disconnect right there. Once I get that disconnected, I can take this and I can pull this up for a longer torso, or I can push it and get it real short for a shorter torso. Even a tall person can have relative to their body, their torso is relatively short. For example, I like having that pack up above my hip bone. I don't want it on my hip to where my hip flexors are hitting it when I'm stepping, because that pressure on your hip flexors over time, it just tires you out. So being able to get this yoke adjusted here to where when I have my waist belt where I want, I can adjust this so that this is sitting flush on my shoulders and everything fits really well. So it's a highly adjustable pack in that manner. Once I get it where I want it, I pull this out, slip it back in here, and I'm ready to rock. Another really cool features, and this holds true for almost all of their packs, except the cabinet, which I'll go over here in a second, is that they have a load shelf here to where I can carry my camp and all my clothes in the bag and still fit a quarter, like a hind quarter or any meat that I have in between this bag and the frame. So it's really quick and easy. I just undo these straps. There's 2 bottom ones here that I've got. Done and done. This top one here unhooks, and then this just pulls away. So now I can throw, and I can adjust how far this comes out as well with these inner straps right here. So now, let's say I shoot a bull or a buck, and I got a 6-7 mile pack back to my truck. I can put the meat in the game bags, throw it in here, in between here, cinch this up, get these compression straps strapped back down. I can carry my camp or whatever else I can back to the truck in the bag while still carrying a quarter in between. As you saw, that took maybe a total of about 20 seconds, so it's really easy loading and unloading. And you can see the frame here. It's a really simple, well, I shouldn't say simple, it's just a really well-built, well thought out frame. Mystery Ranch actually builds and makes all the bags for like special forces in the military, and all their buckles are rated up to 200 pounds. So while I don't know anybody who's gonna carry 200 pounds, it's nice to know that when you're carrying 75 or 80 pounds or 100 pounds, you're not even close to the threshold of these buckles. Without naming any names, I don't want to badmouth any companies, but I've had a couple different packs And I've had buckles bust on me, I've had zippers break on me. I've been running the Mystery Ranch Metcalf now for 2 years, and I've packed out a couple animals, and it has been phenomenal. You know, it's almost like a tennis shoe. These waist, the waist straps here are really, really well padded, and they have a little bit of rigidity to them. So they actually hold the memory and shape of your anatomy really, really well. So after a few times using this, when you throw that thing on, it's just like a pair of tennis shoes that fits really well, where the footbed kind of molds to your foot. This pack does the same thing. Again, it's really adjustable. You've got your load straps, all these compression straps, you know, water bottle holder. This particular bag is really cool because the access of it. So I can lay this down flat, right, and rather than having to go in through the top of my pack if I need something in the bottom, I can just unzip this almost like a duffel bag. So I lay my pack down flat, this zips open, and I can access anything in my pack there. Sorry, falling off the... I can access anything in my pack without having to pull everything out to get to it, which seems like kind of a trivial thing, but trust me, it's so annoying when what you need, and it always seems to be this way, is all the way at the bottom of your pack, and you got to go through everything to get to it. Pull everything out, repack everything. This way I can just unzip it like a duffel bag, and I can reach everything top to bottom. So again, this is the Sawtooth, really, really cool pack by them. A little bit bigger pack that they have. This is the Beartooth. So this isn't quite the largest pack that they make. The Marshall is actually a little bit bigger, but this is 5,200 cubic inches. It's got the same duffel zip. So again, I can lay that down flat, access anything in there. I've got a lot of pockets. I've got this optional top shelf here, this top roll. And so if I don't want it, I can just take it right off. Maybe if I'm doing a little, you know, I don't need all this material, I'm doing a day hunt, I can just pop that right off, disconnects in the back there, and I've got a little smaller pack. This is the same as the Sawtooth. The bag here is gonna pull away from the shelf, so again, I can carry camp as well as a couple quarters. All the same ratings in terms of 200-pound load straps, you know, it's got the same adjustability system in the harness there, and you can get it in a number of different colors. This is the foliage. They make it in the SITKA Subalpine, which I'll show you on the cabinet here in a second, as well as I think the Coyote, which is like kind of a brown color. So really cool pack from them. You know, I have the Metcalf, which is a little bit smaller than this, and I've done 5 nights and 6 days, no problem in it. If I really wanted to, I could stuff even more in there and probably get, you know, over a week if I'm bivvy hunting, which is really, really cool. You know, I shot an elk a couple years ago, and it was the first time using the pack, and it carried, my first load was a full hindquarter with bone in and the back straps and tenderloins. So I didn't weigh it, but I'm gonna guess it was between 80 and 90 pounds. And it carried that weight better than any pack I've had. So really cool pack from them for those of you who are looking to go for kind of longer excursions. And third pack, this is more of their minimalist pack. So this is the cabinet, and this is actually the personal favorite of Wayne, the shop owner here. And what's cool about this is, as you can see here, it's very small. It's almost like a day pack size, but it still has that same frame that those packs have, that the Beartooth and the Sawtooth have. And what's cool about this is I don't need to remove the bag from the frame at all to have my load shelf. So these will just undo right here. Then I've got these are extra pockets that'll pull out. Get this camera adjusted a little better. These extra pockets here pull out. And then I can stuff either, like lots of people put their stuff in dry bags or stuff sacks. Like their tent, their sleeping bag will go up on top here. They'll put their clothes in stuff sacks and stuff them down to the bottom. And then all this will just open up and then close up right around it. So I don't actually have to take this bag off of the shelf if I don't want. Now, that being said, it does have the option to do that if you want to. You can remove this, and then you could carry, the meat in here and then all your camp in the back here, just how you would on the other packs, but it's not gonna be inside of a bag necessarily. You're gonna have to have your stuff in stuff sacks. But what's great about this is that for a lot of guys out here, and myself included, a majority of the hunts I'm doing are locally here are just day hunts. So I don't need 5,100 100 cubic inches of space. I need enough for my game bags, I need enough for my knives, a little bit of food, and my bladder, my water bladder. So what's cool about this is that I can fold this all back up, fold it all back up, hook it up, and I have a day pack more or less. So I don't have a lot of loose material making noise. It's small, it's compact. I'm not hooking it on brush or anything. So this is a really, really cool pack. This is the SITKA Subalpine. You can get it in all the colors that they make as well. But this has been a really, really popular pack. We probably sold more of these than any other pack last year because like I said, you have the compactness of a day pack, but then when I shoot something, I've got the strength in this frame to load it down with 85 or 90 pounds and carry it out. Same as the other packs, all the straps on here and buckles are 200-pound load capacity. Again, I don't know anybody who's carrying 200 pounds. If you can, props, I'd love to see it. But that's been a very, very popular pack for us. So if you haven't got a chance, come by, check out Mystery Ranch. A lot of your higher end pro shops and dealers will carry Mystery Ranch or other packs like them. But we've had great luck with these. I have literally not seen a single one of these come back with a problem. And we've probably sold 200 or 300 of them in the last couple of years. So I encourage you to go check it out. Out west here, I really like just hunting off my back. I like having camp and everything on my back. That way, if I get on a herd of elk or a buck right at dark, I don't have to walk back to camp 3 or 4 miles and then make the trek back in the morning. I can just back off a quarter or a half mile or go over the backside of the ridge, set everything up real quick, sleep that night, wake up right at daylight, and I'm right where I need to be. Saves a lot of time, saves a lot of headache. So if you haven't tried that style of hunting, that's a whole different subject, but these packs are great for that. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight. If you go to their website, it'll give you all the specific dimensions. There's too many different packs and sizes to remember all the different dimensions. But you can go over, check out all their stuff, and give one a try. So hope that answers any questions you might have. As always, feel free to comment below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We've been really up on our game in subscribers, and we love to see it. So again, thank you guys, and go try one of these if you haven't. Until next time, keep it in the middle, and remember, precision is a decision.